Hi, I'm Sean with the Capturx team, and I work with first responders and GIS specialists from public safety organizations and search and rescue teams to help speed updates to GIS systems and improve data capture in the field with paper forms and paper maps. We do that with a couple of Capturx products, Capturx for ArcGIS and Capturx Forms for Excel. With these Capturx products, police, fire, and other first responders can easily collect GIS features and attributes printed on GIS maps and paper forms. The method of capturing this data with pen and paper is not cumbersome like other mobile solutions, and training requirements are minimal. Simply fill out a form or mark up the paper map. And the information is digitized and stored on the digital pen. When they connect the pen to their laptop on site or to their PC in the office, Capturx software automatically integrates all the red lines, GIS data, and notes back into the original ArcGIS and Microsoft Excel files. The data is then immediately available to the rest of the responders through the command post or emergency operations center. Let's start with a quick demo of Capturx for ArcGIS and Capturx Forms for Excel. So what we have here are three items that compose our GIS data collection system as well as our forms or attribute collection system. We have a map printed from ArcGIS, and we have a form printed from Excel, as well as our digital pen. So all I do while I'm out in the field is I take the paper map and I can simply touch on a legend item that we've printed. In this case, I will touch on footprints on road. And now when I touch on the map, I can create the GIS features. In this case, I'll write FP for footprint. And we can capture another one. Here's another footprint that we found. Now I can change feature classes. In this case, let's say there was a possible fire. So I'll go ahead and touch on the fire, and we'll say that we found a fire right here. Okay, and I put the letter F for that one. We can also capture other types of information. In this case, I'm going to touch on the landing zone poly and define an area that we see which would be a good possible landing zone. I'm just going to draw a polygon here. And I might take one of my red line markup tools, in this case my red marker, and I'll put LZ5 with an arrow to that. So I've created some points, I've created a polygon, I created some redline annotation, and let's say I want to capture a linear feature. In this case, here's a track log in that track log feature class. And for the day's track, we started out at the water tank. We followed the ridge line, cut across here, went to the landing zone 1, found the footprint, found the fire, found the footprint, and then we went into landing zone 5. Now while I'm out in the field, I might be capturing some information on the form. So in this case, this form was printed from Excel. It's a search and rescue mission data sheet. And I can simply start filling it out. There's zero training involved here because we all know how to fill out a form. So the responsible agency is ADAPS. And I'll go ahead and start filling that out. The incident commander is myself, Sean. And my phone number is 555-1212. The mission date is today, which is 2/24/09, and we can continue to fill out all this information. We also have check boxes that are very easy to use. So in this case, we're looking at there was a camper. He was elderly. We know that there was some weather involved, and he had some equipment failure. We also know that he built a fire, and he discarded some gear, unfortunately. So we'll look here, we'll say that we know this person's name was Ed Williams. His phone number we know was 222-1212. He was a male and he was approximately 70 years old. So we could capture all this information. We could fill out the entire form. But what's happened is that the information that we filled out on the form and on the map has been stored in the digital pen. So when we come back to the Incident Command Center, all we simply do is dock the pen and the data is converted to GIS data and Excel data. We'll do that now. So when you come back to the Incident Command Center or the office, you simply take your digital pin and you dock it into its station, which is connected to the USB port on your computer. Now what really happened is that when we printed the map from ArcGIS or the form from Excel, we printed a unique watermark or digital pattern on the piece of paper from your printer. The pen with an infrared sensor captures that pattern, and we take that pattern now, which once the pen has been docked, and we convert that pattern into GIS data as well as forms data with Excel. So a few seconds later we have the data available to us. We can simply come to our toolbar, Capturx for ArcGIS toolbar, and click Import, and we see the information that was captured. I'll go to the data view. I'll go ahead and zoom in on the data that we captured here. And to make it simpler, I'll go ahead and turn off the background TIFF. And we can see that we've captured points, lines, polygons, and redline annotation. Now if we go to the Excel file, we'll see that we've got a workbook that's ready to be imported. So we click the Import button, and it goes out and it creates the data that was handwritten on the form. And we'll see that comes in, and we see the information that was captured. Now we can simply look at the original ink, see that this was Ed Williams, 2221212. He was a male and around 70s, but we can also see how that was converted into the Excel data, as well as all the check boxes that we have. Now to make it simple, we can simply come to the first sheet and click the Summarize button. This goes out and it summarizes every sheet that was captured out in the field, so that you don't have to manually deal with every sheet in Excel. We put it into a structured data format, which is easily then exported to other systems. So that's it. Capturx products helps police, fire, and other first responders capture information in the field in a quick and efficient manner with technology that does not impact the task at hand. With Capturx, handwritten information is captured by simply writing on the map or form, and there's no longer a need to transcribe the information from the paper to the computer. With Capturx, there's no more complicated field equipment to buy, support, or get in the way of teams collecting and sharing information. It helps reduce costs by eliminating many of the steps needed for data capture. And Capturx data speeds access to actionable information, so commanders and chiefs are better able to make informed decisions, which is critical when time is of the essence.